Well, Esquimalt Town Square is located in a small municipality in Victoria on Vancouver Island. It was a blend of some public uses, which was a library, which was a plaza, together with some commercial uses of an office building, some rental component for affordable housing, and a condominium building. So it's the most strategically important located site in the township. And I thought if I were to look at it and design it properly in conjunction with the needs of the township, that we would be able to build something special there.
So that was the main idea, to actually create the heart of the community. But to do that, you can't just do it with an individual buildings, because really the heart of the community is usually a public thing. Actually being able to take all the elements that make a town or a city and put them together all at once was a real interesting and thrilling prospect, and we've enjoyed it.
They will never have to own a car, and they'll be able to do absolutely everything in the community on their feet. We already have 33% of our population walking for live, work, and play. That's a substantial amount in any community, and so add this and the excitement around it. I mean, they're selling their houses, they're throwing away their cars, and they're coming and moving in here. So that's what I've heard from people. Esquimalt Town Square, it's a wonderful place where we're going to be able to gather and grow and add to the diversity of our community.
So a commercial building lends itself to showing off that it has a timber structure. And with a library, we get to expose that to the public as well. So the idea to make it out of timber was a very conscious one, to do it in the most prominent and most public building.
And we think it's a great reflection of both our interest in education as well as sustainability.
So one of the advantages of having a multiple building project of this size is it begins to make certain kinds of technology viable. And one of them is the geothermal exchange. So it really takes advantage and uses virtually zero energy to heat and cool the buildings.
Another addition to the Esquimalt Town Square is the art walk that meanders through the buildings. We worked with the Esquimalt Community Arts Council on this, and the idea was to envision public art out in space where people can gather. It will enhance dialogue amongst the community, and just it's a way of coming together and being able to express thought, and it will build on what is already an amazingly vibrant art community within our township of Esquimalt.
With Aragon's first project on the island, what we tried to achieve with Esquimalt Town Square is bring in all of the design-forward features and details that everybody's accustomed to seeing from us. For us, that begins with very well intelligently designed spaces that brings in a maximum amount of light into the home. The heart of the home at Esquimalt Town Square, and I believe with every home, is the kitchen. It's where you cook, you live, you thrive, you gather. And Aragon pays a lot of attention to the kitchens. We know how important they are to function properly. The reclaimed brick walls are Aragon's standard feature, which is also extremely sustainable. We give each brick new life, a new home, and it has a new story to tell.
For the retail spaces at Esquimalt Town Square, what we were hoping to do was to find local operators. That was very important to us, that we find somebody that's local and that's known locally as opposed to national chains. It has very unique offerings that says this is Esquimalt and this is not anywhere else in Victoria. I felt a big sense of responsibility in trying to design and develop a project which is not only a legacy of Aragon, but a legacy of the township of Esquimalt, which they can point to and see as a place that they can call their own.